Let's talk about our Lions. Brace yourself, man. Do we need to crack open the Claremont 12?
Not quite yet.
The Detroit Lions offseason has been all about rebuilding a dominant offensive line, navigating critical injuries, and adjusting to brand new coordinators following a disappointing 9-8 finish last season. Head coach Dan Campbell and general manager Brad Holmes entered this season with a heightened sense of urgency to reclaim their gritty competitive identity. After allowing a career-high 38 sacks on Jared Goff and regressing to 12th in Pro Football Focus's rankings last season, the trenches are undergoing massive changes. All-Pro Penei Sewell is officially moving from right tackle to left tackle following the offseason release of veteran Taylor Decker. Clemson first-round draft pick Blake Miller is competing heavily with veteran Larry Borom to secure the starting right tackle position immediately. Free agent signing Cade Mays was brought in on a $25 million deal to stabilize the interior, but a recent training camp wrist injury has sidelined him for 8 to 10 weeks, with backup interior lineman Scruggs also dealing with a soft tissue injury. Seth McLaughlin and Michael Neese are taking critical first-team reps. With Cade Mays already slated to miss 8 to 10 weeks with injuries, are injuries already threatening to hurt our chances to seriously compete? Would say the people
every damn year. I'm so tired of this. We came into training camp with injuries affecting our chances of competing, i.e. the secondary. I don't know. Like, this shit gets so depressing after a while because it's just like, man, we never, ever, ever get the full meal.
Yeah,
never, dog. Like it just never happens. It's like and I get injuries happen in football. I get it. But damn, man, you would just like to see at once just like the concept realized.
Yeah, man.
You know, in a scenario where it matters the most.
Yeah, man.
And it's just, like, what do you want?
No, I mean, listen, I agree. Injuries are already rearing their head. I mean, we already missing the best safety duo in football. We already are. Yeah, I mean, listen, the Lions have the most games missed due to injury in the NFL over the past 2 seasons. I quote that stat all the time. That's according to Next Gen Stats. And that time, we've had a 15-win season. I mean, you can't convince me that it didn't steal a Super Bowl from us in that season.
Right.
Number one defensive tackle out, number one corner. I mean, I could go on and on. It just stole our defense from us. Stole it. I mean, just that season just stole we still won 15 games, but it stole the defense. The number one edge rusher, just don't even get me going, man.
McNeil.
Yeah, that's what I said. Number one interior defensive lineman, number one edge rusher, number one corner.
That Buffalo game, that's when I knew it was over.
Yeah, I know. We just could not stop them.
I knew it was over, dog. The thing about it is the Buffalo game, that was when McNeil got hurt.
Yep.
I like, it's over.
No, man, I mean, listen.
I didn't need to see nothing else.
Listen, and some have suggested that we hire an independent auditing firm to come in and examine what we're doing to obtain so many injuries.
Well, that's someone
I mean, listen, I agree with it, but no, I have to give credit to it was someone on the radio in this market. But
whoever it was, I had 1,000. Something's got to give, man. This is nuts.
But my response to that is that only is going to be helpful if we're going to take the recommendations. I don't think Dan Campbell's going to change anything. You think he's going to read an auditing report and say, oh, you know what? So we should stay in shorts and shoulder pads for the first week of camp.
I think Dan Campbell, despite all of the macho grit WWE stuff, I think he's an intelligent guy.
I do too.
I think with his intelligence, I think he wouldn't be the type of person that kind of beat his head up against the wall the same way. I think if he's shown a better way that he'll do it. I think he'll try it.
Listen,
I think he's a logical guy.
I do too, but I also think that it's not lost on him that we have the most games missed due to injury over the last 2 years. I think he knows that stat better than anybody.
Right, for sure.
And he has not modified the way that he runs his camps or his practices.
But I think it's got to get to a point where he's got to see something's up.
He sees it.
Like,
you think he don't know it? Because you just said he's an intelligent guy.
Like, something's up, bro.
You said he's smart. Because I agree with you. I agree that Dan Campbell's not a dummy. Like you first of all, to be a head coach in the NFL, those men are not dumb.
Right.
You gotta be pretty, you gotta have good IQ, good EQ in order to be a head coach in the NFL. You leading 53 men who make a lot of money. You cannot be that's a hell of an operation that you lead.
But I think him armed with like concise information and evidence that shows like, hey, bruh, this ain't it.
Okay.
I think.
I mean, listen. I'll defer to what you're saying.
But I think he would need the evidence to show that. You know what I'm saying? But it would have to like directly correlate to.
I think that there's a reason why it hasn't happened because I don't think.
So you're thinking he's refusing it?
I think
I don't even know if this entity like exists.
Yeah, there's independent auditing firms that exist that will come in and that'll look at your football op. Yeah, if you have a lot of injuries.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think those types of firms exist, but I think that whoever is in charge, let me say that whoever is above, kind of already knows. Like, I don't know that the recommendations will be taken seriously. What you got, nephew, before we?
So while I do agree that Dan Campbell is open to changing and has shown that in some capacity, when it comes to health management, I won't believe that until I see starters playing in one of the first or two playoff preseason games instead of going hard at practice every day.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm like, he's got to know these numbers. He knows these numbers that we know. And he knows that, like, teams like Kansas City, for example, they play their starters in the preseason.
Right, yep.
He refuses. Right. Teams that stay healthier than us do things altogether different, like inter-squad practices, for example. Kansas City don't do them because people get injured.
Granted, we not doing a joint practice this year.
Good. Now I like that, but I'm like, like there are certain things that have a direct correlation to this getting banged up and getting banged up.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So, at any rate, you know what I'm saying. Let me get to my next point because I know it's getting later on. Let me ask you about this defense, man. The Detroit Lions defense is undergoing a significant strategic transformation during the 2026 camp under defensive coordinator Kelvin Shepard. They're focusing on hybrid personnel packages, expanded nickel sets, and a heavy emphasis on generating takeaways. Following an offseason that saw the departure of veterans like Alex Anzalone, the franchise has pivoted toward an aggressive, collective approach to complement superstar edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson. Despite the personnel deficits in the defensive backfield, what are your expectations for Kelvin Shepard this season, and what does success look like to the People's Champ?
I expect it to be rough for Mr. Shepard this season. I expect it to be real rough.
Yeah, I mean, so
my expectations is this, man. If we still can't stop a bum like J.J. McCarthy consistently on 3rd and long, I don't give a damn about any of the personnel changes or losses or additions.
Well, lucky for you, we got a bum the first week. And you know what? Let me not say that. Tyler Show actually looked good down the stretch of the season.
Yeah, man.
But if we struggle against Tyler Show,
right,
we in for a long season.
I'm just saying, man, and again, offense, defense, schmeef, 3rd and long.
Yep.
That's when I'll start taking the defense for real. That's when I'll start taking Kelvin Shepard in serious. And I mean, he's shown signs.
Sure.
And capability.
Yeah, I think he's got some capability.
And I'm rooting for him.
Sure.
But damn it, I'm tired of that part. Like, that's what kills us. That shoots us in the foot every week in games that matter we get picked on by teams that recognize it.
Sure.
And our defense, it just sits back there help.
Yeah.
And, and until we shore that up, we ain't legit.
Yeah, so there's no chance that we're going to be a top 5 pass defense. I have no expectation of that, right?
Damn, top 5.
Yeah. Top 10.
I was about to say 15. I was hoping for middle of the pack.
Like, listen, let's be top 10 in run defense.
Yeah.
Because
that's something achievable, I think.
Yeah. So, like, when we were in 23, when we went to the NFC Championship game, we were a top 5 run defense. I think we was like 20th in pass defense. But it was because we were so good against the run that teams had to throw the ball.
Yeah, that's doable. We got Jack Campbell.
Yeah, so, I have no problem with that. We got to get off the field on third down 65 to 70% of the time. That's got to be a point of emphasis. We got to be in the top half, let's say around the middle of the pack in scoring defense, because I believe the offense is going to put up 4 scores a game. If we hold teams to at or around 20 points a game, I think we're going to be okay.
But the best in the business at that is knees in God's hands. So
Right.
he says.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just real talk. We all are. And I'm just saying.
Yeah, so I'm like, and as we already said, if the pass defense gets carved up by Tyler Show, then we'll know what's going on. And the last thing about the Lions, they signed 3-time Pro Bowl running back Jahmyr Gibbs to a massive 3-year, $67.5 million contract extension. The blockbuster deal can reach a maximum of $75.75 million via performance incentives and make him the highest paid running back in NFL history by average annual salary at $22.5 million per year. Guaranteed at signing was $37,726,429, included a $15 million signing bonus in the full base salary for 2026, 2027, and a portion of 28. So total guarantees brought that to $51,476,429, and he is signed through 2030. Before we move on to the Bears, any thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, that was great to hear.
Yep.
It was one of 2 things that I was excited to hear coming out of there last week at Allen Park.
Yep.
Jahmyr Gibbs paid, Rod Wood retired.
Oh boy.
Hey man.
That should have its own segment. Excuse me. Okay.